Welcome. I'm Arizona Rose, and today we will be talking about a very specific investment scam. But first, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and like my video. I don't want you to miss any of my future videos because I'm going to have a lot of very important information that I'm going to throw at you. So I want you to catch it, okay? Alright, so the investment scam that I'm talking about today is called Apex Financial Hub. That's their website, and I will show you their website as well during this video. But it starts way before. The red flags start coming in way before you even get to their website. So first of all, if you're on, say, Telegram or some other app where you're in sort of like a chat room where people can contact you that you actually don't know, this is where this starts out. So someone, for example, named Rita might try to contact you and give you her phone number, which is of course a Google number, and then might start texting you, and you might actually become friends. And this Rita person will say that she has a Mercedes-Benz, that she is rich from other kind of investments, and that this Apex investment is the only investment where she's ever actually made a lot of money. So she'll say, oh, she's tried other things, but this is the only thing where she's actually made a lot of money off of it. So then we come into the next red flag. So Apex on their website, which I'll show you, says that they are based in Denmark. If you follow the IP address, it actually goes to Iceland, but either way, it is not in the USA, or it's not in, hopefully if you're watching this from another country, and if you're from Denmark or Iceland or whatever, then I'm not sure what the laws are there. But this one is definitely not based in America, so there's absolutely nothing that you can do when they take your money and don't let you take it back. So there's another red flag. Alright, the other red flag is when you start investing. So let's say you decide, okay, I want to invest $1,000. You don't just send them $1,000. You have to actually go through a cryptocurrency. So you have to put your 1,000 US dollars into, say, Ethereum, and then you can transfer it over to your Apex bank account, or bank account, I guess we'll call it, because it's all fake numbers. Okay, so let's say you do that. You get your $1,000 into Ethereum, you set up your little Apex account, you put that money into your account, and you start your investment. So they say for $1,000, you're supposed to get 4% return, which is $40 a day, and it goes for 2 weeks. So you make $560, which is really more than 50% of your investment. So then, let's say you want to recycle that. So you want to say you take the $1,000 and you take the $560 and you just put them in and you make another investment. So then if you keep doing that 4 times, so that's about 2 months, you will make over $5,000. So let's say you get to that $5,000 mark, and then your little friend Rita is going to tell you, oh, you need to make sure that you put in an extra couple $100 every time that you make a new investment, because you're going to have some kind of random fee that they're going to send you. So let's say, okay, you do the $5,000 one. On that level, you make 8%. 8% of your investment, which is $400 a day if you're right at $5,000. And after 1 week, you get $2,800. So that's a good chunk too, because that's more than half. That's just a little more than half of the $5,000 that you put in. So that's looking pretty good. So very quickly, if you just keep recycling, if you do that for 1 more month, then you would get up to the $25,000 level, and on that level you make 16% of your money, and it only goes for 3 days. But that's $4,000 a day. Are you kidding me? Who doesn't want to make $4,000 a day? So let's say you're going along, you're doing your little investment, and you keep recycling the money, but you're not taking anything out yet because you have a goal. Maybe you have a goal of whatever amount that you want to make before you start taking money out to pay your bills. So at some point, they're going to freeze your account, and they're going to give you 48 hours to pay them 10% of whatever you have in your wallet. So let's say you have $15,000 in your wallet. Well, that's $1,500 that you have to pay them as 10%. And if you can't get that into cryptocurrency fast enough, then they completely shut down your account. So let's say it takes you some time to get that money to them, and you pay it. Then they go, oh, well, it's going to take 24 hours for us to take a look at everything, and then we'll open up your account again. So then after the 24 hours, they don't talk to you. They don't contact you. They don't tell you anything. So you contact them. You're like, hey, what's going on? Like, why is my account not open? So then they say, oh, well, we had to shut your account down, and in order to reinstate your account, we need another $700. Don't know where that fee came from, but okay. So let's say you give them the $700, and they do actually open up your account. So then you try to take $8,000 out because you just had to scrape together, over $2,000 to give them to open up this account so you could get back to your $15,000. Oh, because also they tell you they can't touch your money. They can't touch your account. They tell you that, you have to give them this money separately. But the thing is that if you work with a bank and you need to withdraw money from an investment, and there's a certain percentage that they take out, they just take it out of whatever they give you. So if you want to take out $8,000 and they want like 3% or whatever, they just take it out of that $8,000. These people, they say that they can't do that. They tell you, oh, but what's interesting is they can block you from getting your money out, but supposedly they can't get into your account to take any money out for you, which would, obviously help you. So, alright, so let's say they reinstate your account. You try to take out, like, say, $8,000, and then you start another investment because you still think, oh, maybe this is like legit and this is something that was supposed to happen. Well, then they tell you, oh, well, you can't take your money out because you have an active investment. So then you're like, okay, fine, whatever. So then you wait the week, and then you try to take the money out again. And then they tell you, oh, well, now you have to pay another $2,000 fee in order to get that, to be able to take that money out. So it's just, they just keep taking money and keep taking money. Then you can never withdraw it. There's no way that you can ever withdraw it. And I've also seen it with people who have had a smaller amount. Like, let's say they just did the 1,000 and they wanted to take it out when it was about 4,000. You do the same thing. They tell you, oh, there's this whatever 10 or 20% fee that you need to pay us before you can withdraw that money. So that's kind of the gist of the scam, and there's a lot of red flags. Hopefully you would be able to recognize these kind of things if it happens to you, so that, because I don't want you to fall victim to a scam like this. It really stinks that people do this, and it's just really horrible too, because you can't get your money back. These people are in another country, and who knows what country they're actually in, because you don't know. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and show you the actual website, and I'll just kind of go over it and show you some interesting things that I saw on it. So some things that you could look like, say, if you have a friend or you yourself are kind of like, oh, this looks like a good business. Well, there's some things that you can go ahead and take a look at, some red flags, and you can say, okay, this is probably a scam. So here is the Apex main website. As you can see on the bottom right hand corner, they have a little pop-up, so they have somebody who will chat with you and answer all of your questions. So it looks really professional. They have a lot of great stock photos in there that are very professional looking throughout the whole thing. So here you can see the investment plans that I was talking about. They have one that's even, you can start at $200, $1,000, or $5,000. They also have the $25,000 one, and they have some that that are a little bit more expensive as well, and supposedly you make more money off of those. Now here is their policy page, and what I just thought was really funny, they of course are going to say, oh, we're not liable for anything, blah blah blah, but I like where they say, don't post bad vote on public forums and at gold rating site without contacting the administrator of our program first. Maybe there was a technical problem with your transaction, so please always discuss the issue with the administrator. So they don't want you to go out and say, oh look, it's a scam. Guess what I'm doing? So we'll see if I get contacted by them over this. I'll let you know. This is taken from a PDF on the website, and I thought it was interesting. They show the logos of several international banks that they allegedly work with, one of them being Wells Fargo. So I did a search of Wells Fargo and Apex, and nothing came up whatsoever. You can't get this good of a return on any investment through Wells Fargo. So obviously this is a scam. But they also have their little alleged business number on here, and you cannot find it if you look up businesses in Denmark. That number will not come up. It's not, so it's definitely not legit. Okay, so now that we've looked at the website and looked at some of the red flags of this Apex investment scam, hopefully you are now well equipped to identify this kind of scam if it ever happens to you or a family member or a friend. And feel free to share this video with someone who might be thinking about doing this investment. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, because I'm gonna throw so many different topics at you, and I would really like to know which topics that you like the best. If you have any questions about this, go ahead and comment and I will answer your questions, or if you have other topics that you would like me to talk about, I'd be happy to talk about those too. So thank you, and I will see you next time.